Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I am using Tarot of Mystical Moments by Katrin Wells Stein. There's a website for them, usgamesinc.com. Supportive Oracle cards. I love this deck, Spellcasting Oracle cards by Flavia, Barbara, and Lizbeth. What are we talking about here? Okay. And there's websites for them, shewhoisart.com, plus there's a couple others there if you're interested. Feel free to freeze frame if you need to, if you want that information. I'm already getting pulled into something, something's pulling me in. I feel like it's going to happen in pieces, whatever that means. Somebody's pulling you into something. There's a lot of energy. Something good, but it's there's a lot. What's going on? This card flew out. Lighten your load. Alright, don't let this get to be too heavy for you. Oh, somebody's pulling you in. Dreams. Okay. You have a lot you can get out of this. There's a lot coming in. There's a lot of pentacle energy coming in, which I, as a Pisces, like pentacle energy. Gemini, that can feel very stifling and draining to you guys sometimes. It's just how those two energies match. Too much earth can be a bit much for you, because you like the freedom to think and change and do what you need to do. There's a lot of earth coming in. Don't get over involved. That's my first thought. Whatever you're dealing with may not like that. But however they're feeling, they were going to feel anyway. It's kind of like either now or later, and might as well get it over with now. They're just not going to be super happy with you, but they're still going to be loyal to you. I feel like this energy kind of wants to control you a little bit. And they want to get what they want from you. We can't allow that. You have to stay in control. Everybody should be in control of themselves, not for nothing. But they do. There's whoever this is wants to have some type of control. Do it the way I'm telling you to do it. Do this now. No, do that later. It's almost like they want to set up this set schedule. For some reason, I don't know why this always sounds strange to me, but for example, when people set up a date to write songs, for some reason in my brain, I always thought it was more of a when you're inspired to do so, you do so. I don't know how to me, that's never how creativity has worked for me. I haven't been well, it's next Tuesday at 4 o'clock, then I'm going to be creative. That seems so foreign to me. But I feel like this is the type of energy kind of well, that's how you do it. You decide you're going to be creative, and when that time comes, you'll be creative. And I'm I'm a Pisces, so I'm different. So I'm just kind of when the moment's there, the moment's there. I've never been able to schedule that. It's kind of wanting to be intimate with somebody. I don't get that either when people schedule those type of things. I'm just kind of well, if you want to, then you do it. If you don't want to, you don't do it. But again, 4 o'clock on a Tuesday, I'm well, I hope I'm in the mood. I don't know why I'm putting that out there, but it always it makes me confused. Wait, why are you doing it? Are you doing it because you want to or because you were supposed to? I don't get it. But anyway, this is an energy where you got to make sure they don't let them have control over you. Just don't even give them that. Don't go their way on this, because you got the world coming in and they're just pull back right in the beginning. You're not gonna lose anything. You're not gonna follow, but it's set that tone right in the beginning. Kind of listen, you're not scheduling my life for me. I'm not even gonna allow that. I'm not even gonna let that be an issue. They're gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass about it right in the beginning, but I'd rather deal with it in the beginning. It's kind of deal with it for a month, or try to play along with it for a couple months, and then have to go over 6 months of training them that you're not going to do that. I'm not going to let you do that. It just drags on a lot longer if you try to go along with it. They do like you, but they have conflicting energy here. They want what they want. They want it their way. They do like you, and they do like the way you do things, I don't know, I feel like this might be a very complicated person. One of those people that kind of like, they're very loving and caring, but they're very random. It's kind of like, I don't know how to explain this. This is they want what they want and they want it now, but they do kind of want you to be happy. So they want to kind of do it on your terms, their way. Let's do it on your terms, but my way. What? What are your terms? All right. Now that I know your terms, I'm going to tell you how we're going to do that. Like, what? Wait, no. Oh my God, this is a complicated person. Complicated person. At least I feel like they're complicated. Kind of like they want what they want. And they want it. I don't know. We'll do your terms, but we'll do your terms on my way, the way I want to do them. That just every time I say it, just my brain goes. Whew. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. This is going to be a challenging energy for you. You might have to keep distance. I feel like that's the easiest way. In the beginning, I feel like I'm thinking it'll calm down. It's not going to calm down. It's going to get worse. That's what I'm getting. Whatever this is, you want to, in the beginning, you want to please, but I feel like it's not going to last long before you're kind of like, no, this is not going to work for me. It just feels draining. You will get a hold of this at one point. Get a hold of it sooner rather than later. You have to set the tone. You have to be the one in control. I don't know if this seems like a lot or not. It says the King of Pentacles, but it's also kind of like, you notice it's showing a female there, which is fine. This is a deck that like there's two of each king. I'm noticing one has a female, one has a male on it. I feel like it's just saying that gender has nothing to do with it, just to be fair. But it's also like what other people see and what's actually happening can be two different things. And you can play that without a problem. Gemini is really good at that. If you want to like, I'll let it look like that, but this is what it really is, you know how to make that work out right. Kind of like, you know what I mean? Kind of like, I'll let people think this is a dump, just so nobody tries to steal stuff from me, but on the inside, everything is great and beautiful and nice. Like, it doesn't look that much, like, not a dump, but you know, you let your outside of your house maybe look like it's just a regular old everybody else, nothing special, doesn't stick out, but when you get inside, you got all the beautiful things, you got the nice architecture, you got the beautiful views. From inside the house, you can see how gorgeous and valuable it really is. From the outside looking in, people can't tell. You know what I'm saying? You know how to play that. You know how to make it look the way you want it to look. You have to have the control about it. And I feel like you're getting majority of control through perception. Again, it's kind of like living in that bad part of town. People looking in, it just looks like every other house. There's nothing special, no reason to bother it. But when you're on the inside, that's where the beauty really is. That's where all the value really is. People don't know it's here, but it's there. Something about perception, coloring it the way you want it to be colored. It is the Eight of Pentacles, and I feel like we need the Pentacles under your control. Pentacles need to be under your control. See this, it's funny, when I said that before, kind of like, okay, we're going to do your terms the way I want to do them. It's kind of how they're looking at you. I think that's actually going to work for you, but if you flip it, what are their terms, and then you'll decide how that works out. Let's figure out their terms, because I feel like you got to figure out what their terms are. It's still going to be a challenging connection, but I also feel like you got to keep a lot of mystery here. You got to keep them guessing. Keep showing them the outcomes they want to get, but keep them guessing how those outcomes happened. I don't know how that sounds. That's how it's coming across, though. I feel like this person's going to have a hard time dealing with you. They're not going to understand how you're getting these results. The more they don't understand, yet they're seeing the results, I don't feel like they have enough time to figure out how you're doing things. And it seems to keep them off you. It keeps them off you. Like, I don't want to get in the Gemini's way. The Gemini keeps making successful outcomes. I want to know how they're doing it, but I can't figure it out. But they don't want to get in your way because it feels like, especially when you're keeping them in the question mark, like they don't understand how you're doing it, but they like the outcome. They're like, well, I don't want to damage the outcome. I do want to know how they're doing it, but not enough to damage it. They are going to keep asking like intrusive questions. You decide what intrusive means for this, because I get intrusive questions. How are you doing that, Gemini? How are you making that happen, Gemini? Well, I'll get back to you on that. And I just feel like I'm going on. Like, I'll get back to you on that. And then I have to go. I have to do this right now. Hey, this is going to fail if I don't do it. I have to go do it. I have to go. I have to go. And I just go. This is a very peculiar energy for you. They do value you. They do like you. They do feel like they're going to stick around for a long time. And you do very much stimulate them. You do. They got the passion. You stimulate them. They like you a lot. They want to control you. Is the devil card over there? No. I'm getting this devil feel, though. Like they're trying to control you. There's a lot of energy here. These are all things that are not working. The Wheel of Fortune, they don't like left turn, like things that they don't understand. That's like the Wheel of Fortune. They don't feel stable with it. This is like, the Wheel of Fortune is not really a friend to Earth energy. Earth likes things to be stable. They like to know, this is what's going to happen. I want a plan. I want stability. This is what's going to happen. The Wheel of Fortune kind of shakes things up. And you're the type of energy that shakes things up. You're kind of like the Wheel of Fortune to them. Will it go well? Will it not? It's just random. Wait, that changed? How did that change? They try to take control of it every now and then. Yet they seem to stay in their lane. I hate that term, actually. They're contradictive. They try to take control of something new, and then they want to stabilize it on their terms. Okay, that's how this makes sense. So something new happens. That Wheel of Fortune thing happens. You pull that energy in. They try to grab hold of it and try to take control of it and stabilize it on their terms. That's not going to work. Every time you bring something forward, they're finding something new, and they want to take it and own it and control it. But if you keep them guessing, I feel like you can keep them guessing to the point where that's just not feasible. And you keep showing them new things, like, oh, that was last week. This is something better. Look at this is even better. Oh, yeah, no, we're done with that. This is over here now. We're doing this over here now. Literally, you stay in control that way. I don't know what to say about this. This is a crazy connection. Every time they find something, like, you just gotta let... You're working with the mystery. The mystery is working for you. The mystery, the dreams, you're keeping that going. I find this very ironic, the way this is ending. This person loves it. You keep them guessing, you keep the excitement alive in their life. They do like it. This person really, really likes you. Even though they keep trying to control you, that if they were able to literally get control of you, the whole thing would tank. The whole thing would tank. The reason this is successful is because they can't. They don't know what you're doing. They don't understand how you're doing it. And you stimulate them. They're always wondering what you're doing next. They're always excited to find out what you did, even though they keep trying to control you and keep trying to stabilize it and ground it at the same time. It's kind of like it's like watching birds fly around and loving watching them fly through the air, yet trying to trap them in a cage at the same time. Kind of like that, like you can't enjoy them flying if you're confining them to a space where they can't really fly. Not for nothing. I feel like what this reading is about is kind of like, evaluate this connection with this person. Does this really work for you if this is how it has to go forward from now on? If you're okay with it, cool. But what they're saying is, like, if you're not okay with it, this does not get better. If this person gets if they catch that bird, you being the bird, if they catch the bird and they lock you in a cage, just think of that analogy. Like, if like the energy I'm getting for you is kind of like a bird. You're meant to fly. You're meant to be free. If this person traps you in a cage, how does that affect your happiness? Are you okay dodging and weaving around this person so they can't do that? Are you stimulated with that? Or is this something like, wait a minute, even though they love you as much as they love you, they like you as much as they like you, whatever that is, do you want to keep this? Because judgment is also in your favor. When you decide if you decide this is done, judgment will work in your favor to change your circumstances. If you decide you want to keep it, though, I feel like judgment will still work in your favor because you will be able to play this the way you want to play it. You just got to realize that it's going to be a never-ending game, which might work for you. Gemini is very smart and likes to be mentally stimulated. This person seems to be into it. So if you're cool with it, then cool is cool. But if you're not, you make your decision. You want to keep it, judgment will go in your favor. You want to get rid of it, judgment will go in your favor. But the key of this, you're the one in control. You're the one in control. And however it is, either you're that bird that's constantly eluding the cat, and that's just how it is, and you'll be successful with that, or you're the bird that says, you know what, time to go south. You have to make up your decision, because it's either one or the other. You're not going to be able to, like, you're not going to be like a carrier pigeon, or what do you call those people? I think it's people. Is it a carrier pigeon where they like fly from one spot to the next, and then they're kept in cages, but they're set free? Like, you wouldn't make it as a carrier pigeon. You're more of that type of bird that goes where it wants when it wants. So either you're going to be the bird running from the cat and have fun with that, or you're going to be the bird that just leaves. One or the other. Are we good? Good. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below as well. Thank you for watching. Same email, by the way. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.